Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
I was just broke last year, now the cash gone. Back was on ropes last year, but we back on. Thought we lost hope last year.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game. Between the Washington Commanders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Kate Scott, Brock Huard up here in the booth, everybody. Honored to bring you this Super Bowl. And might we see a little history here tonight, partner? One side on the verge of their first Lombardi trophy. But to win it, they've got to go through somebody who knows what it takes. They have been to the mountaintop before.
And we all know that narrative can be a blessing, also a curse. They enter this game with a different type of momentum. A team without a title on the verge of finally achieving it. Expectations. What is that sideline feeling? We'll be watching it, can't wait to bring it to you, and handling that pressure will be an enormous key.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey, well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each run of the playoffs. And it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
It's Hampton on second. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they could be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field.
There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And I love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken 2nd in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. But I think this is one of those moments you just go back in that backyard as a kid and close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now. That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he has this down to the 34. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Come on. Hey, Cowboy 80.
Another one for Gibbs. Breaks free in the center of the field. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Okay, we both know this pace can't continue, but they got to enjoy it as they can. And that football shouldn't go to anybody else until that defense proves they can stop them.
Going to the ground again on first. And also Reddick just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Back to Gibbs now on 2nd. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Chargers nothing.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Jim Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in rhythm and play your game.
He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They send him left out of the slot. First and 10. Here's Hampton. Winging there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Herbert from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Here he goes, third and long. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. The first time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up fourth and long. Brings it in at the 12. That'll be the first and more. And this return finally comes to an end. What a stretch it was to give his guys a short field.
Commanders take over first and 10.
We've set it down from 37. First carry of the game now for the rookie out of Arizona. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Running once again with Krosky Merritt. Now he's past the 25. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game.
Okay, you know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play call, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Gay to add the extra point. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Commanders drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to start the possession up at the 40. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Shotgun give to Hampton. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Plowing up the middle. A small 4-yard chunk there. That's Trey Amos, rookie second rounder on the tackle.
Okay, why do I think right now, as fullback hits to the sideline after that call, the lobbying begins. Give me the rock. Fullbacks don't normally get a ton of carries, but they also typically don't get plays like that.
Herbert now to throw on third. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Motioning him from the slot right. Running it with Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Going with a screen to Hampton. Into the second level past the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hampton gets it from the pistol. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Small gain down to the 23. Stopped by the future Hall of Famer. More All-Pro nods than any active defender. It's Bobby Wagner.
Kappa.
On 3rd down, Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up 4th and long. Cameron Dicker out for the Chargers now to attempt this field goal. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. Dicker connects there. And that gets him back to within 11.
Dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Dan Quinn sending his Commanders out for another drive. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. And this one is launched downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders making a 3-score game already in the first. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Gay with the point after. And the Commanders push their lead to 18. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hopes that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
Here's Hampton, open the drive. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Back to Hampton. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. And to keep this drive moving, partner, here's another 1st and 10.
And the Chargers first down.
Again, it's Hampton. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line.
Micah Parsons on the tackle.
So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. Bit of an early blowout, 21-3. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. To the air this time, Herbert. Fires right away, but incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. Setting up the running back screen. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. J.K. Scott on to punt. And they could really use a good one here. Starts his return from the 23. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Well, Brock, it only took him 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Daniels leading the hurry up.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said of how long that game was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field. But it paid dividends.
That'll go for an 18-yard gain. That's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
1st down, Commanders.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing from the gun here. Throw is caught. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
1st and goal, Washington.
First and goal, Krosky Merritt. And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6. Made it through the regular season perfect. They advanced through those 2 playoff games, and now, Brock, now they can officially call themselves just the 2nd undefeated team in NFL history. Only them and those 72 Dolphins have ever claimed that piece of football immortality.
It's pretty wild, isn't it, Kate? Over half a century since we saw a team make it through an entire season undefeated. And in this modern NFL, remember, they played 20 games a season, at least 20 games. So we wondered if we'd ever see it happen again, but here we are. Witnesses to history and witnesses to one of the best football teams ever assembled.
Commissioner Goodell all ready to hand over that Lombardi trophy to the Washington Commanders, champions of Super Bowl 60. So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season. We cannot wait to catch you all again in the fall. I'm Kate Scott. Wherever and however you've been watching, please get home safe tonight, everybody. Good night from Santa Clara.